45 miles away, Rue has arrived in Kingussie. But the story she's come to hear begins on the beaches of Dunkirk. In 1940, France had been steamrolled by the German war machine, and the British Expeditionary Force were being evacuated at Dunkirk. Of the 338,000 men taken off the beaches, more than 600 were from modern-day Pakistan. They were a specialist horse and animal transport corps known as Force K6.
Hi there, you must be Hamish?
Yes, I am. Welcome to Kingussie, Rue.
Well, thank you for having me.
Rue is meeting historian and author Hamish Johnston to learn how this all-Muslim Punjabi regiment became stationed in far-flung Scotland.
It's quite the view. So tell me, Hamish, I'm intrigued. What brought the Indian Army here to the Highlands?
In June 1941, Nazi Germany attacked Soviet Russia. Prime Minister Churchill quickly realized that it was in British interests to help Russia fight the Germans and take pressure off British forces. Now, to do this, British forces, British infantry in particular, would have to be trained in mountain and winter warfare. And the best place to do this were the Highlands of Scotland and where we are in the Cairngorms. And the forces would also need transport to work in the mountains. And who better than Force K6, the animal transport companies from India.
Churchill developed a plan called Operation Jupiter, the invasion of German-occupied Norway. Force K6 had expertise navigating rough terrain with horses and pack animals, so were uniquely suited to the plan. They trained heavily in preparation, whilst adapting to the unfamiliar surroundings and harsh weather of Scotland. Rue and Hamish have come to Kingussie Cemetery to learn what happened next.
I wonder, what was life like at the time for these men?
This period led to a most interesting cultural exchange. There were a lot of personal friendships and relationships formed. The children at the school, for example, would be offered food to taste and learn about Indian food. They became, as individuals, they formed friendships with families and became almost family members. And even though it was wartime, all the Indian-specific ingredients like spices, atta, flour, ghee, butter, were imported.
I mean, that's really going to some lengths to bring in the spices and the atta and the ghee.
Indeed.
I mean, these are the staples of our culture.
Yes,
I mean, the men need roti, they need rice and curry.
Yes. And says an awful lot about how well the communities got on.
Eventually, Operation Jupiter was scrapped in favour of the D-Day landings, and in 1944, Force K6 was disbanded and the men left Britain. However, not everyone made the journey home.
On our right are 9 graves of Indian Army soldiers who died when they were training here for Operation Jupiter. And you'll notice how, unlike the Christian gravestones, all the Muslim ones are slightly tilted to the left so that they point towards Mecca.
Ah, I can see that now. It's the biggest, kindest statement that you can make.
Indeed.
There's so much respect in that. I think for me the part that hits home is that it was 2 completely different cultures, races and backgrounds coming together here in the Highlands and creating strong friendships.
For many years, the story of K6 was almost forgotten. But thanks to the dedication of historians like Hamish, they are now being remembered. And in this corner of Scotland, their memories will live on.